Hey guys, Biggie here, and welcome back to Next Generation Visual Overhaul. This is my visual-only Skyrim Modlist, and it just recently got its 2.0 release. So I wanted to just showcase the visuals of this list and talk about what you can expect from it, because there is a lot to uncover. So Next Generation Visual Overhaul. Like I said, it's a visual-only list designed to be the absolute best list you can get to build off of. I have updated everything to the latest versions when applicable. There are tons of tools available to you to add mods, create new mods, things like Creation Kit are in this, LodGen, every tool you need, NIF Scope, Cathedral, Asset Optimizer, everything. Not to mention, I have completely revamped Skyrim's visuals as much as possible without intruding on the gameplay. So what this means is if you are new to modding, then there's less likelihood that you're going to install something that's going to cause a major conflict. I tried to keep the plugin count as light as possible, and I've even installed Northern Roads and patched Northern Roads for you. If you don't like Northern Roads, you can always just disable all of the Northern Roads plugins and rerun the LODs. I've kept it super simple. All of my Northern Roads patches that I did custom are all in just one plugin, so you can easily disable that. Not to mention, NGVO has the latest and greatest visual mods. So as you can see here, Tomatoes Landscapes, the brand new version, combined with the brand new version of Nature of the Wildlands, along with my custom little edits for Cabbage ENB. I've played around a lot with grass mods, but I decided to go back to Skoglendi for the grass mod because I think it's simple, it is effective, and it matches the overall tone of the list. Not to mention, I've ran grass cache for you, so if you want distant grass LODs, you can also easily just rerun TextGen and Dyndelod if you want those. They do come with a slight performance hit if you decide to enable them. But grass cache is the reason why the grass can be this lush while not growing out of the rocks or on the directly on the road or anything like that. Like I said, this mod list is designed to be as compatible and clean as possible. I think you'll be surprised just how easy it is to add onto. Really, you can play this vanilla, or you can slap on some perk overhauls, some city expansions, whatever you like. All of the patch hubs for Northern Roads, Lux, Lux Via, Lux Orbis are in there for you. Just make sure to rerun them when you add mods. So, checking this out, Riverwood is looking very nice. I've done a lot of things, such as I've included Bender for some of the textures to give it even more of a 3D look. You can see with the farmhouses. There's some mods in here to kind of switch up the style of the farmhouses. As you can see, these look a lot nicer than the vanilla farmhouses. Gives that little bit of variety to all of the towns. So it applies to Riverwood, applies to Falkreath, Morthal, you name it. Really, if I was recommending that somebody wanted to add anything to NGVO, I would look at a perk overhaul, maybe magic overhaul, something to deal with vampires, werewolves, maybe an enchanting or shout overhaul. You can even add MCO. All of the tools are there for you. Most of the prerequisites for those mods should be installed as well. NGVO does run on Skyrim version 1.6.1170. It's not too hard to downgrade to 1.5.97 if you wanted to. I'm considering in the future adding an Anniversary Edition version of NGVO, because I've been asked a lot about Anniversary Edition and installing CC content, which I may do in the future, but for now it doesn't require anything other than the base game of Skyrim, so it's a low entry cost. You just need the base game and you are doing fine. All right, let's check out, man, the new nature of the Wildlands update is really nice though. I like how a lot of the bushes and everything are now overhauled more so than before. I mean, nature of the Wildlands has always looked great, but this latest update too is very performance friendly. For what you get visually, it is ridiculously good performance. Now you can see Whiterun here. There's no grass slots. Like I said, you can rerun those yourself, but I've made sure to run log gen in such a way that the essentially the grass LODs, or I mean the landscape LODs, match the grass color pretty closely, so that you won't notice as much grass popping. I mean, it does depend on the time of the day, of course, the sun angle and everything like that. But honestly, I don't think you'll really miss the grass LODs too much if you don't want to play without them. As you can see here too, Skoglundi grass, I've set the grass settings so that it's very lush, very nice. It was a little bit sparse in previous versions of NGVO, but now it is looking really, really nice. Check that out. I mean, that is some sweet Skoglundi, if you say so myself. Everything has been filled in. Checking out Whiterun as well. I mean, right now I think, you know, I try to keep track of every visual mod that pops out on Nexus. And I add it all. Whatever I want to add. Keep in mind too, the hair and everything, there are tons of customization options for your character. So hairs, eyebrows, eye styles. One thing I didn't drastically overhaul are the NPCs, because that does, in my opinion, count as a gameplay mod, because NPC records are, well, there's a number of reasons. NPC records are very finicky, and it's easy for somebody who is newer to modding to kind of get messed up with NPC records. Can cause all sorts of visual issues if you don't know what you're doing. But I have updated all of the skin textures, hair textures, and everything. So regardless, it should still look a lot better than vanilla. The NPCs, for example, do have really nice hair, which we'll check out in a second.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the.
As you can see, the hair is a lot nicer. It's got some SMP compared to vanilla. I mean, it is looking pretty nice. Also, NGVO does now have optional nude bodies for those who would like those. Anyway, guys, yeah, if you have ever wanted to make your own mod list, if none of the other mod lists have really done it for you, then make sure to check out the new NGVO update. I mean, look at that Gilder Green, man. The new nature of the Wildlands Gilder. This is by far my favorite Gilder Green tree now. This thing looks so majestic. I haven't gotten a chance to see what it looks like once it's fully repaired, but man, that's crazy. Anyway, guys, hopefully you have fun with NGVO. Join the Discord. There's a great community that we have. If you have any questions about modding, there's a lot of people that are willing to help. Anyway, I will catch you guys next time.